Hi everyone. I had my checkup. So after you start the egg freezing process, about 4 or 5 days later, you go in for a checkup to see like how you're responding to the drugs, how many eggs are growing, how big the eggs are, because you then have to start an additional shot to make sure your body doesn't ovulate, because when your eggs start growing, your brain naturally knows to make your body ovulate, and obviously you don't want any of the eggs to ovulate. So I went in for my appointment yesterday, and I just couldn't record the video yesterday because I was just too in my feelings. I was really, really upset. Um, as I said, I think a few times in some of the other videos, the overall goal is to get 20 eggs. And when I went in yesterday, the doctor told me that he only sees 5 growing in the right ovary and 7 growing in the left ovary for a total of 12. And I just broke down. And the reason for that is because when I went for the initial consultation months ago, he could see 10 resting follicles in each, right? But you don't know which ones will respond to the drug. The other part is he never indicated that I might need 2 cycles. And if I had needed 2 cycles, I would have tried to figure out how to pay for that up front. I would have gotten a slight discount if I had paid for 2 cycles up front versus paying for each individually. And so right now I should say yesterday I was just panicking because I was like, I don't have another $15,000 to do this all over again. Like, if I have another $15,000, it's going towards the next step, which is IVF, right? So, my ex-boyfriend actually came up with a really good idea. He said, why don't you try acupuncture? And I was like, well, I don't know if I can get an acupuncture appointment this late in the game, but I went online. There's actually a place really close to my home, so I'm desperate. I'm about to invest another $100 into this process and go see an acupuncturist tomorrow in the hopes that acupuncture will help with blood flow so that more of the drugs will penetrate to get more eggs to grow. I was also disappointed just in that the eggs weren't really at that great of a size. So when they're at 18 millimeters, it's when it's time to take them out. And for me, the largest one was at 12 millimeters, and the smallest that he could see was at 7. So again, I know they're not going to all consistently grow the same, but I just thought that one, I definitely would have more eggs that were growing and that they would be growing at a better rate. So yeah, that was like a gut punch. I mean, I cried. I cried in the office. I cried in the car. I went home and had to cry some more. I just had to get it out of my system because I had to get to work. And me, I'm a gotta figure it out, gotta solve the problem type of person. And so, I had a good talk with one of my friends, Anastasia. She's like a big sister to me, and she was like, well, look at it this way. At least you have 12, right? You have 12 options. Some people don't even get that many options. So, be thankful for that. And, rely on your faith. I'm going to try not cry, but rely on your faith. God will find a way, right? Like, I truly have to believe that if I'm meant to be a mother, God is going to make sure that at least one of those eggs is viable so that I can have a child. So that's where I'm at. I definitely thought I'd be in a better place. I did talk to one of my girlfriends who went through the process with this same doctor, and she said, when she first went in for her consultation, they didn't see as many eggs either, but once they actually did the retrieval, they were able to see and find more that they didn't see in that initial sonogram. So, just remain positive, remain hopeful, and I am, like I said, the fact that I am doing everything necessary, including this acupuncture tomorrow, really shows that I am giving everything to this process. So yeah, that was the bad news I got. I'm trying to remain positive. I'm gonna try an alternative technique and pray for a really good outcome. So thank you again for joining me on this journey, and I hope my story is helping someone who is also going through the process. Talk to you soon.